Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a balcony garden harvest. But before we do that, let me give you a little update on the garden. Since the last video, the pond is actually defrosted, and as you can see, the fish are super active again. They're coming up to the surface, and I think they may want to feed. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm just going to make a little bit of a hole here in their feeding area. There you go. And then I'll just tap the sides. And they know that that's feeding time. There you go, guys. Let's see if they'll eat. Yes, they're eating. Yay! Every time the pond freezes over, I get so worried about them. So it always warms my heart to see them eating again. They are my precious babies. So apologies if the sound quality isn't the greatest, but I've got these lovely guys working on the building over here, so that's probably going to affect the sound quality a little bit. So since the last frost damage video, it got even colder. We dropped down to almost -5. That meant a couple more of my plants went kaput. Let me show you a couple of them. In addition to the glorious nasturtiums, the black-eyed Susans have also finished now. As you can see, they are completely gone. But it's not all doom and gloom, because if you have a look here, the Tracheospernum is doing just fine, and I cannot wait because the leaves will all go a really deep red colour. My beautiful begonias, they're gone. Wow. Jason, that was terrible. Anyway, yeah, they're done. However, don't be quick to throw these guys out. I would just chop those back later on in spring and they will bounce back. They're actually perennials. People don't know this. And you guys are sat there thinking I'm some cool guy. Embarrassing. Now that we've done the balcony garden tour and we're all updated, let's get into the balcony garden harvest. Look at the potato plants. So these were volunteer potato plants. They are absolutely done. Now just underneath the pond I had some more potato plants. These again were voluntary and they had gone pretty much all of summer, and these died just at the start of winter. So I'm going to start with this as my harvest. I've got no idea what, if anything, will be in this container. I do know that I've got some allium bulbs in here that I planted, so I expect to see those. I don't know about the potatoes, so let's get started. And unfortunately with this container, because it's propping up the pond, I can't take it out, so I'm going to have to dig and see what I can find. As I said, I wasn't sure what to expect here, and in all honesty, I didn't plant these potatoes. They're all voluntary, so a winner's a win in my book. Hey you guys, it's looking good. I've actually got stuff. Yay! Honestly, I was not expecting this at all. And the more I dug, the more I found. You know, they're not giant, but it will do. This right here is one of the alliums, and these look to be fresh roots. So I'm going to pop these to one side and then I'm going to replant this. In fact, there's loads of different little corms for the alliums. Now, I don't know if there will be anything in here either. I suspect this potato plant was probably too young, and I doubt that there will be any potatoes in here, but I am going to give it a check. But what I did notice is Rapunzel over here my lovely grass from my pond has been covering this hollyhock plant here. Now, if you've been following for a while, you know that this hollyhock has been destroyed by aphids. You will never believe this. I've cleared it up a little bit and it's all one plant. So that's actually incredible. I can't believe that it is still going. The one on this side, that's been going for about 3 years. Well, this is going to be its 3rd year and it's never flowered. And yet this guy flowered in its 2nd year. They both were planted at the same time. So not only has it flowered, it's survived. And will most likely throw up some more flowers for next year. This is insane. Let me know in the comments what you find to be the most crazy thing about this video. Be prepared, because that's not the only shock of this video. Look at this. You have to be super careful when you're digging around in your containers. Look at who I just found. This is a caterpillar, but it's from a moth, not a butterfly. Right, so I put a little bit of soil in this little insect house. So I'm going to put this little one safe in there. Just going to add in a little bit of leaf litter so it stays nice and warm. And then I'll close it off and make sure there's still room for it to escape if it needs to. Honestly, this garden is something else. I did not have that down. Anyway, let's continue with the balcony garden harvest. Okay, there are a few things in here. But funnily enough, underneath the potatoes, I found these. Is there anyone else who actually doesn't label anything and thinks they're going to remember what everything is? I have a funny feeling that those are either going to be daffodils or maybe gladioli. I think. I swear I never learn. If you recognise the leaf shapes, let me know what you think these are in the comments below. Okay, there is more in there, but every time I dig around in that container, I can see that I'm interfering with brand new root systems. So I'm just going to leave whatever it is left in that pot and it can just do what it's doing. Now, unfortunately, the frosts have been so harsh that it really did get the tomatoes and the peppers. So I'm going to harvest what I can from these plants and then see what I've got left. There's also a mixture of aphid and whitefly eggs on those tomatoes and peppers. So everything on this pile I'm going to bin and start afresh for next year. The tomato plant is completely done, and that's okay. Like I said, I've got quite a bit of use out of this plant. So I'm going to harvest off all of these tomatoes, but then as you can see, we've got the whitefly eggs all over the plant. Completely all over. So the best thing to do, once again, harvest everything, and then I'm going to discard everything like I did this tomato plant here. Now with the tomatoes gone, these lettuce underneath have got enough room to grow and do what they want to do, and same with the 2 kales. Now I'm not going to harvest any of the kale just yet, maybe a little bit closer to Christmas. And then I've chopped back the chilies and taken out the tomatoes, and already it just feels like there's so much more space. And of course that does leave me with some room now to plant some things in December or January for an early harvest. So that will probably be the next video. So my peas these are also ready to harvest. I'm going to harvest some more now just to encourage some more flowers. This has been a jam-packed video. Anyway, let me show you my final balcony garden harvest. So you guys, here's the end result. I am super happy with this. Obviously, it's the end of the year, it's December. To have all of this at the end of December, I'm really, really happy. So I think the two contenders are chili jam or chili oil. Let me know in the comments which one you think I should go for Christmas. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye. Stay tuned for another sunset from the cloud garden. I will definitely record a video making the jam or the oil, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what you can still grow in December and January. Lots to come. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!